Hey, what's going on, family? How you guys doing out there? You know who this is. It's the one and only California Kid. Listen, I'm here in Miami, here in my hotel room. And listen, I got you on my mind. And I told you we would be here on time. I have to apologize. We're a few minutes late. You're going to have to go ahead and dock the professor. Anyway, guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. I know that little after 8:30 here on the East Coast, which we call the Beast Coast, and I know that those of you on the West Coast, oh no, excuse me, it's 9:30 now, so a little after 9:30, so that means it's 6:30 there on the West Coast, and it's 8:30 on the Central Coast, and here it is, it's little after 9:30 here on the East Coast, the Beast Coast. Good morning, good morning. I see you, Meredith. Good morning. Anyway, guys, listen, we're going to get started here in a couple of minutes. We've got a good 30-minute session here today. Going to be very, very powerful, talking about one of the favorite things that are necessary to be successful in business. And that is, we're going to be talking about different personality types. So, good morning, David. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, James. Good morning. I see you, I see you, I see you. So you may want to go ahead and let your friends know that we are going to get started in literally a couple of minutes. So 2 minutes. Good morning, Glenn. Good morning. Good morning. Definitely, if I were you, I'd encourage you to maybe take a few notes from what we're going to discuss here today. I know I'm totally excited. For those of you that are recently just now joining us, for those of you that are recently joining us, good morning, Steph. Steph, I see you, girl. I want to encourage you to go ahead and, make this a part of your daily routine to watch, some of the videos, because they're all pertaining to the wonderful industry of network marketing. And those of you that are involved, and maybe you're just getting involved in the industry, I know that these videos will serve you so well. They will help you tremendously. We've made it easy for you, where it's a one-stop shop and it's pretty much free, relevant value that will literally transform your life in a big, big way. I can tell you, I wish I would have had something like this when I was first getting started. Unfortunately, it just wasn't as prevalent as it is today. So, good morning, David. Good morning, John. Good morning, Elena. One thing I want to do before we get started is, number one, how's my signal? Am I coming? Is there delays? Can you give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me a-okay? How's my lighting? It looks like there's too much light here in this room. I'm in my hotel room. You never know with this phone here. But give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Is there a delay? Okay, fantastic. Awesome. Good. All right, guys. Well, we've got several things. We got a great topic here today we're going to talk about. But before we dive in, we definitely want to go ahead and collect the homework. Let's not forget your homework. We want to collect the homework. So let's go ahead, class. Let's turn in our homework. Let's turn it in. Let's put it up here on the actual screen. Did you get an A or did you get an F? All right, we didn't talk yesterday, but the day before, those of you that were in class, we gave you the homework assignment, and I want to know, did you get an A or did you get an F? So come on, guys, let's turn in our homework. Put your grade on the screen. Put your grade on the screen if you know what I mean. A or F. We're talking about recruiting, guys. And we're not going to stop talking about recruiting, okay? Because recruiting literally is the only skill that will change your life, all right? So for those of you that were in class just the day before yesterday, let's go ahead and turn in your grades here and put them on the screen. Can you guys still hear me, or am I a little delayed? My signal says it's a little weak, so give me a thumbs up if you guys can. Am I coming through okay? Patty. Come on, girl. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Rich, I see you. Hey, all right. All right, Pete, there he is, that boy from UK. I tell you, that boy ain't playing no games. Okay, awesome, A plus. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, Patty, I believe in you, girl. Let's get it together. Let's get it together, sweetie. All right. So go ahead, guys. I know that oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. My buddy from India. That's what I'm talking about, David. Got an A. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I like to see them A's. That's right. This is the school of Harvard. Okay, this is Harvard University. And all of you guys will be summa cum laude students. All right. Listen, we got a lot of stuff to cover today, guys. So listen, one thing I want to point out to you is, you know, I want you to remember something here. Whenever you do these videos, just know that you're always on camera. For those of you that are shooting videos, just know that you are always on camera. There are people that are watching you that necessarily don't comment. There are people that are looking that don't tell you that they're looking. And so literally it has been brought to my attention several times how these videos have blessed a tremendous amount of people. So just know that there are more people watching you than the ones that actually comment on you. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's something that's good for you to know. The other thing I want you guys to know is that nobody can do you like you. You know, be yourself, but definitely try and be your best self. Definitely try to be your best self. For those of you that are just joining in, good morning, Alexis. For those of you that's just joining in with us, guys, we're talking about recruiting. Recruiting is the #1 skill that will definitely take you up the hill. And I'm going to attack recruiting from all angles because it's something that I'm extremely good at. And it's something that I know that I can teach those that want to be taught how to be good. Okay, so if you're just joining us, you can re-listen to all the videos that we've done. They're on YouTube, Facebook, or wherever, and you'll definitely gain a tremendous amount of insight on how to recruit better, how to recruit up, how to recruit in bunches, and how to recruit at will. How many of you guys would love to be able to recruit at will? You know, am I coming through okay? The signal says weak again, so I don't know if I'm delayed or not. Okay, so I take it that I'm coming through okay. All right. Listen, today what we're going to talk about, guys, is I want to let you know, stay tuned for the big announcement. Good morning. There they are. Good morning. Stay tuned for the big announcement coming up here in the next couple of days. It's going to be a very large announcement. Excited about it. Very excited about it. So stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and talk about the topic that I want to dive into today, which is recruiting different personalities. Okay, so first of all, you got to understand that everybody in the world is not just like you. So if you're thinking that everybody in the world is just like you, think again. It's not true. To keep this training really simple, because this is typically a training that when I do this training, it's usually a 3-hour training because it's so profound. It's so profound. It's a training that if you don't know it, it's something that everybody needs. Hello, Sharon. Good to see you. Good morning. So this training that that I normally do takes about 3 hours, but today we're going to get it done in about 20 minutes. I'm just going to condense it down for you. But it's extremely valuable, extremely. Now, before I go ahead and dive in to the information upon this training, I want to share with you how I learned all of this, okay? So that way, before I give it to you, I want to let you know how I learned it. Many of you know my story. I used to be in the mortgage and real estate business. I started off as a telemarketer, okay? I was the guy that would call your house and ask you if you were interested in refinancing your home or wanting to buy a home. And about 80% of you would hang up the phone on me. That's what you would do. But I was broke back then. I had dropped out of college after my first year, and And I promised my parents that I would be very successful no matter what I decided to do. And at that time, I had no idea what I was going to do. And long story super short, I met a gentleman at a restaurant. He had a nice suit on. He looked sharp. I asked him what he did. He told me it was mortgage and real estate. And I said, hey, man, listen, I'd like to grab your card. And I followed back up with the gentleman. And his name was Brent Peterson. He's still my good friend today. I love Brent, him and his wife, Sarah. And I followed up with him, and I said, hey, man, can you tell me a little bit more about what you do? I'm looking for work. I'm looking for a job. And long story short, he hired me as his assistant on commission only. Now, I must have been about 20 years old at this time, about 20 years old at the time. And he hired me as an assistant, and I was a telemarketer on commission only. I repeat, 20 years old, dropped out of college. I'm on commission only, okay? And my attitude was, hey, listen, if you could teach me what to do, I'll do it. As long as it's legal, moral, and ethical, I'll do it. There's a profound message just in that. There's a profound message for those of you that are paying extra close attention this morning in what I just said already. I was broke, but I was hungry, and as long as it was legal, moral, and ethical, and if you would teach me what to do, if you would teach me what to do, I'll do it. And boy, I did it. And I'll never forget. No, let's back up. Wait a minute. Before we get to the personality stuff, let's back up, because that's a very profound statement right there. I hope you caught it. As long as it was legal, moral, and ethical, and you teach me what to do, I'll do it. No, I didn't say tell me all the details about the profession and let me get. I didn't say all of that. I didn't say, well, I'll think about it. No, I didn't say all of that, guys. I didn't say all of that. No. I met a man that had what I wanted. He was successful. And he was willing to teach me how to get it. And from my vantage point at that time, I was broke, I was hungry, and I wanted to learn how to be successful. I didn't care if it was selling peanuts. I didn't care, as long as it was legal, moral, and ethical. And the man that was teaching me was already sitting on top. If you can just understand that, people, you've already won, if you get that. So anyway, I was a telemarketer. I started off on commissions only, and you guys used to hang up the phone on me all the time. I mean, click, 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 just hanging up the phone. And I remember saying, man, it is tough out there. They hang up on you. Just click, rejection, 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 rejection. And, they never saw my face. I never saw their face, whatever. It didn't really faze me that much. I mean, I'm not a quitter, so that wasn't even an option. And if I did quit, where was I going to go, right? Woo, that's number 2 nugget. That's the number 2 big nugget right there for you. If I did quit, where was I going to go? What am I saying to those of you watching? Some of you, the reason why you're blocking your massive success is because you've got too many options. Ooh. Let me say it again. Hello? Anybody home? Some of you, the reason why you are blocking your massive success is you got too many options. Let me say it again. Some of you, the reason why you are blocking your massive success is you have too many options. I'm going to post something as soon as this training is over on Facebook. It's one statement by one of my mentors, Anthony Robbins, and you just read it. It's for you. It's for every single one of you watching. As soon as this training is over, I'm going to post it immediately. One statement, my favorite statement. Some of you, you're blocking your own success because you have too many options. Well, if this doesn't work, I can go back over there. If this doesn't work, let me tell you what plan A is to get it done. Let me tell you what plan B is to get it done. I got plan A, B, and C. Guess what they all have in common? Get it done. Plan A, B, no, I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying. Remember, I'm sitting on the other side of the mountain trying to help you get on this side. I'm trying to help you. And the only way I'm going to be able to help you is the way you think. The way you think is got to shift. No, no, no. The business is very simple. Business is very simple, but the way you think about the business, that's where the challenge is. You know, yesterday, my good friend, one of the things that we both had the same mentor, has taught us literally, and I totally agree with it. You know, being a millionaire is the easy part. Believing that you should, that's the hard part. See, the way you think is critical towards where you're at in your life. And so what I said again, I was broke back then. I was broke. And he was willing to teach me. He was willing to teach me how to become successful, as long as I made it worth his while. And I did that. And I started off as a telemarketer. People would hang up the phone on me all the time. And I didn't quit at all. Next thing you know, I said, listen, man, I'm determined. I am determined to win at this. I am determined to win at this. And I asked my my mentor, my boss at the time, I said, is there any ideas or suggestions you have for how I could, you know, break through this this challenge of people hanging up on me? And he says, hey, man, just keep plowing through. Just keep plowing through. And I did it. I did it. And I learned a lot of what I'm about to teach you right now. I learned a lot about what and again, I told you this is normally a 3-hour training, but we're condensing it into 20 minutes here. So what did I learn? Long story short, I learned to never quit, obviously. I learned that there's always a way if you're committed. There's always a way if you are committed. There's always a way, okay? And I was committed. I was very grateful for just to have a job. The fact that it was all commissions didn't matter. I was grateful to have a job. I was grateful that this gentleman was teaching me or giving me an opportunity. And you can't ask for more in life than that. You know, for those of you that are waiting on a free lunch, good night. You know, and nobody's going to participate in your rescue except you, right? And I was just grateful that he was willing to give me an opportunity. And I had told my parents, I'm going to make the best out of this. I'm not no quitter. I will be the best at whatever I decide to do. And so anything that I put my name on it, you can rest assured that it's the best. If I'm doing it, I'm definitely going to make it the best I got, for sure. And so I actually learned that when on the phone with people, you have 7 seconds to make an impression. You have 7 seconds to make an impression. 7 seconds. That's all you got. I hope you write that down. You got 7 seconds. 7 seconds. You, on the phone, you have 7 seconds to make an impression. 7 seconds. I knew that back then when I was a telemarketer that the people that I was calling, they were getting called from other mortgage companies as well. I knew that people were calling, basically trying to offer them the same thing I was offering. And so I hope you listen to what I'm about to say next. I hope you listen to what I'm about to say next. Boys and girls, I hope you listen to what I'm about to say next. I knew that I had 7 seconds, and I knew that I had to be different than everyone else. I knew that I had to be different than everyone else. I had to be different than everyone else. I had to be different than everyone else, because everyone else was calling them too. Everyone else was trying to recruit them too. Everyone else was trying to get them to refinance their home and buy new homes too. Everyone else was trying to come down the same lane I was coming down with the same racket. Everyone else. But that's why I tell you, can't nobody do it like you. And the moment you learn that there's a uniqueness to you, there's a specialness to you, that there's a uniqueness to you, you are one out of a million. You remember what happened. You don't act like you don't remember. You remember there was millions of tadpoles coming down the canal, and y'all was pushing and shoving and fighting and fussing and all that stuff. But you made it, baby. You, little old you made it through that canal. And look at you now, all grown up, looking so purty, looking so pretty. Look at you, smelling good, looking good, got limbs and walking and growing and look nice and strong. Look at you now. Look at you. You made it. You're unique. You're one out of a million. You're one out of a million. You are one out of a million. And I had to realize that in order for me to be successful, I had to be different. In order for me to be successful, I had to be different. I had to be different. Listen, as a matter of fact, write this down. You see, I get fired up when I get to talking about, I'm passionate about my life. I'm passionate about growing, okay? And you should be too, okay? Listen, one of the things I learned is this. If you ever want to be successful, if you just ever really want to be successful, observe what the masses are doing and do the opposite. Uh-oh, I think I can end the training right there. Should I end it? You want me to cut it? You want me to stop the show? Listen, if you ever want to be massively successful, I didn't say average, I said massively. Did you hear me, boy? If you want to be massively successful, observe the masses and do the opposite. If you want to be, I'm going to say it 2 more times. That's right. I'm going to say this so much that it's going to get on your last nerve. And I'm doing this deliberately. You hear me? I'm doing this on purpose because I want you to get this. If you ever want to be massively successful, I'm talking to you. The white people, the black people, the Asian people, the Filipino people, the Mongolian people, the Russian people. I'm talking to every single one of you that have the audacity to run past this page. Okay? I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Listen, if you want to be massively successful, you must observe the masses and do the opposite. Woo! See, one day you're going to understand what I'm really saying to you. Some of you think I'm crazy, and you're part right. But how about you be rich while you be crazy? You cool with that? I'm cool with it. How about you go help more people while you're crazy? How about you make a difference in the world because you're crazy? How about because it's the crazy ones that are actually giving you the job that you have right now? Oh, did he say that? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He did. He said that. Yes, he did. He did. Did he say that? Yeah, he said that. It's the crazy ones, okay? It's the crazy ones. You better be grateful for these crazy cats. You better be grateful for these crazy entrepreneur cats. It's people like us that create the world that you live in. You better get somewhere and take a seat. You better sit on down in this class. Listen, I'm trying to teach you something, people. I'm trying to teach you something. Listen, if you want to be successful, observe the masses and do the opposite. Observe the masses and do the opposite. What does that mean? Let's stop right there. I know we're going to talk about personalities. Don't worry, we'll get there. Okay. What does that mean? What that means, folks, is that all of your success is tied in your uniqueness. Oof. I hope somebody's getting this. Somebody's going to be tremendously blessed by what I'm saying right now. Somebody's going to catch this and they're going to run with it. I promise you. Somebody out there on this, what you call this, FaceTube, whatever, Facebook, somebody is going to get this. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's a male, female, black, white, Asian, Filipino, Russian. I don't know if they live in Kuala Lumpur. I don't know where they're from, but somebody is going to be blessed tremendously by this word. I promise you. I'm not a preacher. I'm just a handsome man that's got some aggressive goals. That's all I mean. I'm just passing through, homeboy. I'm just passing by. Just got a few little nuggets want to drop off along the way. Just got a few little nuggets want to drop off along the way. Listen. What it means is this. What it means is this. All of your success is tied in your uniqueness. You see, the reward is much greater for difference than it is for sameness. The reward, listen, write that down. Go get your pen, get your pen. I don't care if you need to use lipstick. You need to write that down. The reward is much greater for uniqueness than it is for sameness. The reward is greater for uniqueness versus sameness. What does that mean? You being unique. See, you think you're crazy. You think you're weird. You think, all this stuff, and everybody looking at you, all this stuff, and they hanging up on you when you calling and you prospecting, they looking at you crazy, and they looking at you crazy, and hey, are you open to better health? Do you want to make more money? Whatever it is you're saying, and they looking at you, and they looking at you, and they looking at you, and they looking at you. Listen to me, though. Listen to me. The reward is much greater for uniqueness than it is for sameness. All of your significance lies in your difference. All of your significance, listen, it lies in your difference. That's why if you pay attention to not the humor that I say, but the wisdom that I spew, you'll get what I'm saying to you. If you pay attention, focus, stay with me, pay attention. You are truly one in a million. You. And the moment you learn, that's why we always say in all that you do, there's nobody in the world any greater than you. The moment you learn the value of you and how important you are to this whole thing. And look, this is not a motivational talk. This is what we call real talk. This is the truth coming right at you. The moment I know you're going through situations and you got this and that going on, and look, I know, look, I get it. I've been broke. I understand. I've been broke before. I understand what that's like. I obviously I'm black. I understand what it's like to wonder, I understand all of that stuff. All of that stuff you going through. I understand what it's like to be a minority. I understand what it's like to, just to have a bunch of thoughts running through your mind. But guess what? Even if you're not a minority, a bunch of thoughts are running through your mind. I'm too white. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I'm too tall. I don't have a voice. I'm an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. Everybody got some stuff. Okay? Now listen. At the same time, everybody is unique. Everybody has a role. Everybody is unique. There's something unique about you. You don't have to be me. You could never be me. Matter of fact, if you was to try and be me, you would be a second class me. But you'll be a first class you the moment you learn how to be you. Listen, get this stuff, guys. You got to get what I'm teaching you here today. You are one out of a million. You're very unique. And so when I learned that, I only had 7 seconds to make an impression when calling people in the real estate game. 7 seconds, or else they was hanging up on me. But you know what? Let me tell you what I'm most excited about. Woo-wee! I'm most excited about that they hung up on me. Oh yeah. I'm most excited that they hung up on me. I'm most excited that they hung up. They kept hanging up in my face. They kept hanging up. I'm most excited that they kept telling me no. Because that taught me something. That taught me how to go. The no's taught me how to go. It taught me how to keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Persistence will always beat resistance. Woo-wee. Persistence will always beat resistance. Let me tell you something, guys. The biggest rock in the world will get swallowed by the water on the earth. The biggest rock in the world will get swallowed by the water, because water is persistence. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Okay, you want to block me there? I'll go this way. You want to block me there? I go beneath you. You want to block me there? I go above. I'll go around. But this too will come to pass, because I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. That's what water is saying. That's what water does. It flows. Well, that's pretty cool. See that? Oh, that's breakdance. Anyway, listen. I'm telling you right now, persistence beats resistance. Persistence beats resistance. I'm so happy that they hung up on me, because I was getting frustrated when they were hanging up on me. Man, what's going on? What's wrong with me? They don't like the Cali kid? What's up, man? How they don't like me? I'm coming from a place of love. Everybody liked the kid. No, man, they was hanging up on the kid, hanging up on the kid, and hanging up on the kid. But you know what? The kid made a promise to mama and daddy. The kid made a promise to mama and daddy. The kid made a promise to mama and daddy. I'm not going to quit. No, I'm not going to tap out. You never gave up on me, so I'm damn sure not going to give up on you. Woo! This gets me fired up in this hotel room. So I dare somebody to come in here right now. Boy, they about to get hit with it. Don't walk in here now. Guys, I'm just trying to get you to get the point, guys. I want you to understand how valuable you are. Everything that you go through, guys, it's a process. It's a process. It's kind of like when you put food in the microwave. It's got to go through the process of what? Of what? Of time. It's got to go through the process of what? Time. That's what it is. It's got to go through the process of time, baby. That's what it's got to go through. Okay? And so I'm very grateful that they hung the phone up on me. I'm super excited that they hung up on me. I'm super pumped that they hung up on me. Because see, what I didn't know then that I know now is every time they hung up, I was getting stronger. Every time they hung up on me and I called back another person, I was getting stronger. See, I didn't know that muscles were forming. And I went from a little peewee to next thing you know, I was He-Man. Muscles were forming. The muscles that you can't see. You can't see these muscles in there. They was forming. Ooh-wee. And if I had it to do all over again, I'd want to do it the exact same way. Mrs. Jones, hang up the phone. Paul, hang up the phone. Ricky, hang up the phone. Tell me no. I wanted it. See, some of you, is he crazy? Yes. If that's how you need to define me as crazy, call me what you want. Just don't call me late when it's time to get paid. Do we have an understanding? You can call me what you want to call me. Just don't call me late when it's time to pay me. That's all. That's it. When it's time to pay me, don't call me late. Okay? That's all I ask. You can call me whatever you want. So, listen, here's the thing I want you to understand. The purpose of everything I'm saying is I want you to get the value of you. All of your significance lies in your difference. All of your significance lies in your difference. And so I want every single one of you that dare watch this video today, I want you to understand what I mean when I say, in all that you do, always remember there's nobody in this world any greater than you. Nobody. Nobody. I don't care if you're broke, middle class, rich, white, black. I don't give a darn. You understand? Do you understand? Good. All right. I want you to understand the value of you. I know you're going through some things right now. The things you're going through right now are simply to help other people get through. Let me say that again. The things that you are going through right now are to simply help other people get through. Everything you are going through is to help someone else get through. Let me break it down for you, homeboy. Every time somebody tells you no, it's not just for you. It's so that you can help the other people that are getting told no. Every time you get nervous about presenting or doing something, it's not just for you, it's to help the other people that are also going to be nervous when presenting. Every time you get scared of calling the big prospect or the big person or whatever, it's not for you, it's to help someone else get through. But guess what? You can't give somebody something that you ain't got. That's why you have to go through it first. I think the class is over. What do y'all think? Should we end the class right there? Just tell me. Should I drop the gavel right now? Should I just drop the gavel? Tell me, guys. Should we end or continue? Woo! Man. I need a sip of water on that. Ladies and gentlemen, for some of you, I'm glad you came to class today. For some of you, I hope you're ready for all of this. I really do. Because everything I say is 1,000% truth. 1,000%. I dare anybody to challenge it at any time. Okay? At any time. Any place. We can do it in the garage. We can do it in the kitchen. We can do it in the alley. Wherever you want to do it at, baby, you bring it. You bring it, and I promise you, I'll be right there. I don't run from it. This is the truth. So if I'm going to do it, this is how we're going to do it. Okay? So look, I love every single person, and I want you guys to know that I know that we were supposed to be talking about different personality types, and some of you think I kind of went off into a different direction for something that wasn't relevant. No. This was extremely relevant, okay? Because I want you to understand where everything I'm saying really comes from, okay? It comes from experience, and it started for me back in the mortgage and real estate days when I got hung up on, and I learned to be persistent. I learned that you only had 7 seconds to make an impression. I learned that my difference was all of my significance. And so literally what I would do when people would answer the phone, I would say things like, let's see, I can take you back. Let's say when they would answer the phone, I would say, hey, Bob, what's going on? Don't, before you hang up the phone, hold on, it's me. Hold on, it's me. Bob, please don't act like you don't know me. I'm calling in regards to the mortgage. You're still with Bank of America, right? Yes, okay. Well, listen, I'm on the wholesale division of Bank of America. We lent you $500,000. Bob, please don't act like you don't know me. Please don't do that to me, Bob. You see, the point is, I promise you, nobody on the other line sounded like that. I promise you, nobody on the other line sounded like that. And I would just literally come from a place of love. I would just come from a place of love, and that's really where I was different. And people would want to listen. And next thing you know, I would say, hey, Bob, listen, I know that you're getting calls from, Tom, Shirley, Mark, and John, all these other competition. And I know, Bob, they calling you and they offering the sun, moon, and stars. But listen, Bob, we want to keep your business here with us. Okay. Listen, Bob, the reason why we're calling you is we want you to know we have been receiving your mortgage payments on time. And we wanted to just simply ask you, if you'd be interested in seeing what we can do to keep your business here with us, baby. We'll see what we can do. We already have your business. What can we do to keep you here? Maybe drop your interest rate, lower your payments, get you some cash. If you want another house, we can do that too. Just talk to me, Bob. Tell me what you want. This is what I did. This is what I did. They hung up, but you know what? If they would have never hung up on me, they would have never forced me to persist. They would have never forced me to keep going. If they would have never hung up on me, they would have never forced me to get better. They would have never forced me to grow. They would have never forced me to tap into that uniqueness deep down on the inside. That creative juice. I had to figure out a way because I told mama and daddy. You see, I told mama and daddy, I'm not going to quit. I won't stop. They forced me to get better because my persistence was greater than the resistance. And I want you to get that. I want you to really learn that because I'm going to teach you something real simple here in the last 2 minutes of the call about personality types. Here's the deal. And the same thing happened to me in network marketing. As I got in network marketing, I was very successful starting off, but I still had to learn how to deal with so many different personalities face to face, okay? In network marketing, you're going to have people that are reds, okay? Reds are bottom line, get to the point, money motivated, driven type people. That's a red. Get to the point, hurry up, you're taking too long, get to the point, okay? Yellows are people that love to help and save the world. They're very cause-driven individuals. They're very cause-focused. It's all about helping people, and what is the it's all about helping the people. Okay, that's a yellow. Blues are a lot of fun. They love to laugh. They love to have fun all the time. Matter of fact, if they're not having fun, they're bored. Okay, blues want to laugh all the time. And then you have the greens. The greens, they're very detail-oriented people, okay? They're very deep. They want all the details. And so here's the deal. How do you know who it is you're in front of when you're on the phone or when you're in face-to-face? This new prospect or this, whoever it is, the person you're prospecting. How do you know what their main personality type is? How do you know if they're introverted, extroverted, if they're blue, yellow, red, or green? How do you know this stuff? You just met them. Good point. Let me give you the answer. You don't. You don't know, but let me share with you what you can do to help you quickly discern who they are. Let me share with you what you can do to quickly discern who they are. It's called matching and mirroring. Matching and mirroring. Matching and mirroring. Matching and mirroring. Write that down. Matching and mirroring. What does that mean? If I talk fast, you talk fast. If I talk slow, and I'm very calm and collected, then I'm letting you know what my preference is, because people like people who are just like them. So when you match their cadence, when you match their tonality, when you match their body language, they subconsciously feel connected to you. When you matching and mirroring, when you match their wording, if you can tell if you're in front of somebody who's very intelligent, you can tell by their choice of words. You can tell by their eye contact, the way they hold. You can tell how they're clicking. Okay. Now this is something that's going to take you some time. It is. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you're dealing with different personalities is your number one. If you can really master this and get really good at this, I promise you're going to make so much money. You're going to have so much success in this game. I'm telling you, your life will never be the same. Why is that? Because people are life's greatest asset. So no matter what it is you're selling or whatever you're doing, you have to connect. You got to deal with people. And when you're dealing with people, you got to know who in the heck you're dealing with. What's their personality? What's their preferences? Are they red, yellow, green, blue? Okay? Introverted, extroverted. What's their preferences? Okay? How do you know all that information right away? You don't. So the best thing you can do in the beginning while asking questions is literally matching and mirroring them so that you can connect. Now, this is a process. There's no simple way. Look, I've heard people say, look, if you breathe the same tempo, the same rate that they breathe, you'll be able to match their heart rate and you can feel what they feel. That is true. If you speak the same tempo that they speak, they'll feel connected. That is true. There's a variety of ways of doing it, but the essence of what you have to do is match and mirror, match and mirror, match and mirror. Okay? So that people can grow closer to you, feel more connected with you. Always remember, people like people who are like them or who are like what they want to be like. People like people who are like them or what they want to be like. Nobody wants to hang around people that they perceive beneath them. No one wants to hang around people that they perceive beneath them. So therefore, when you're matching and mirroring, always remember people like people who are like themselves or like what they want to be like. So if you match and mirror them, subconsciously, it sends a signal to the brain, oh, this person's kind of like me. Great. And then as you ask questions to them, you'll learn more about their personality, preferences, etc. Okay? So one thing that I have found that's the easiest way to connect with multitudes of people, tons of people, is to always come from a place of love. If you come from a place of love, let me give you real quickly and then I'm out of here. Love is this. Love is kind. Number one, love is kind. Love is patient. Love is real. Okay? Love is a lot of things. Love is humor. There's humor in love. When you can self-ridicule yourself. In other words, self-ridicule yourself to uplift others. Don't put other people down. Don't do that. No. Okay? Love is kind. Love is patient. Love is real. Love is true. Love is strong. Okay? Love is joy. When you come from a place of love, love is giving. Love is giving. How you want, like I'm giving to you right now, free. Don't charge you nothing. Giving you from the bottom of my heart for free. Okay? Because I want to see the best in you. What do you mean you don't even know me yet? Whoa. What you mean I don't know you? Hold on, homeboy. Hold on, slow your roll. What you mean I don't know you? Just because we haven't met and we haven't physically spoken yet don't mean that we're not very similar. I do know you. You got a heartbeat, I got a heartbeat. You need to eat, I need to eat. You got to use the restroom, I got to use the restroom. You need a roof over your head, I need a roof over my head. You need money, I need money. You got bills, I got bills. You got problems, I got problems. We more alike than you think. You dig? You see? My point is, what I have found out is love. Love is the quickest way to get in the door. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, love is the quickest way to get in the door. We're all vastly unique. There's nobody going to be like you. You can't, nobody can do you, and you can't do anybody else. Okay? But I need you to understand, in dealing with different personality types, you got to learn to match and mirror. You got to learn to match and mirror. You got to learn to match and mirror. And the one thing the California kid is extremely good at is being a chameleon. That's why if you watch me long enough, sometimes you'll be like, wow, I really connect with this young man. I really like this young man. And then you go, wait a minute, whoa, he's a little bit different. And you may not connect with that part, and then somebody else does. And then this part over here, you connect with that part. Give me a thumbs up if you get it. Chameleon. All right, guys, I got to roll. I'm here in Miami. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Toronto, I can't wait to get to Toronto. Toronto, I love the people in Toronto. I'll see you tomorrow. Baby, when I get there tomorrow in Toronto, it's on. You hear me? Go tell your mama, go tell your dog, go tell your pastor, go tell your accountant, your doctor, and don't forget to tell your cat. Tell your cat, I'm coming to Toronto tomorrow. It's on, baby. See y'all later. Love y'all. All right.